Are we supposed to go out today and hug a tree? Actually, in Montreal, I wouldn't suggest it with 25 centimeters or more of snow. Definitely not the proper day for that. But is this what Tu B'Shvat is all about? So you know what? Before we go into it, let us first say a chapter of Tehillim to thank God for the trees and for everything that He's giving us, and for the miracles and the miracle that we are awaiting, the coming of Mashiach. Mizmor lesoida, Oriol Adonai kol haaretz. Ivdu es Adonai b'simcha boi lefanu b'nonu duka Adonai elim hu esanu v'lo nachna mitzvah marisoi. V'o yishor b'soida chatzroisa b'silo hoidelu b'ochu shuboi. Ki tov Adonai le'olam chasdo v'yadoi v'odor emunasoi. Let us give some tzedakah and all the blessings which comes along with it. So, no, we don't need to hug trees. That's not what Tu B'Shvat is all about. Tu B'Shvat, we celebrate the New Year's of the trees, as we spoke extensively yesterday. And more than anything, it is a moment to reflect on what does it represent. So today I would like to focus on the 7 fruits, quote unquote fruits, which Israel is specifically blessed. So they are wheat, barley, grapes, figs, pomegranate, olives, and dates. Now what can we learn from each of these fruit? So here is some individual little thoughts about each one of them based on the Rebbe's talks. Wheat. Wheat is the mainstay of human diet. In the service of Hashem, wheat represents the distinctly human need for purpose, to search for meaning, and nourish our divine soul, who only wants to connect to God. That's the basics. Barley represents nourishing our personality. Even as we strive to rise above our natural instinctive desires, we must also develop and refine them. Learn to cultivate a confident, conducive individual while weeding out the selfish and the profane. Grapes. We know, Bori Priya Gofen. The defining characteristic of grapes is joy. Ein simcha belo yain. Simcha is what? Ki yain yisamach lev shem banoshim yeh. Wine is what brings joy. And it brings out the ultimate self. A person ignited by joy has the same basic traits he possesses in a non-joyous state. However, in the state of joy, everything is more pronounced. Emotions that ordinarily show only a faint glimmer of their true extent now come out into the open. Figs. The fig implies involvement, to invest, to care, to know from up close. It means that we are affected by what we are doing, for the better or for the worse. The fig represents the capacity for deep and intimate involvement in every endeavor being present in every way. Famous pomegranate. Pomegranate, that tradition says, has 613 seeds. But they're all in different compartments. So just like the compartments of the pomegranate, it is possible for a person to do many deeds that remain isolated acts, with little or no effect on the person's nature and character. You may possess many virtues, but they do not become you. The pomegranate is hypocrisy in its most noble form. The insistence on acting better and more godly than we are. Olive, oil, Hanukkah, Shabbos, so many things. An olive only produces its fine oil when squeezed, actually when crushed. The olive teaches us the value of struggle, of the great refinement that comes because of, or in spite of, life's most wrenching difficulties. Dates, honey, sweet. But dates also tells us about our capacity for peace and harmony within oneself. While we are best when we are pressed like the olive, we also have the potential we also have the potential waiting to come forth when we can find calm despite our own complexities. A lot to ponder on. But the tree itself also represents roots. A tree stands long when the roots are well anchored. The roots is our faith. The stronger the faith, the better the fruit. So please Hashem, we're ready for the ultimate wine that you prepared from the creation of the world. The Yain HaMeshumah, from those powerful, delicious grapes that we're going to drink with the coming of Mashiach. We would love to do the Shechianu, still this Tu B'Shvat, on that grape, on those wine.